You'll see that the R340 is constructed of very rugged, rotationally molded housing. Great thing about this is it takes abuse that you could have in the field, whether it's coming off trucks, and again, you don't have a unit that looks beat up with this solid rotomolded housing. Looking at the unit, the R340 is the name of it. This unit actually is going to be producing 310 CFM. That's very high static pressure and airflow that is processed out the bottom of the dehumidifier. You'll see at the bottom that there is this wire ring. This wire ring is removable and gives you the ability to attach ducting or lay flat if you need to direct your dehumidified air to a specified area. Very easy to remove it, add ducting, and then put back in place. Another great benefit you're going to see on the R340 is the discharge of warm dehumidified air comes out at the bottom of the dehumidifier. This is great for getting the airflow low to the ground where we have wet materials. Great feature there. I'm going to flip the dehumidifier around and you'll see it's very compact. You'll also see the wheels on the side. The wheels are actually tucked in, which gives it a very tight profile and footprint. As we work our way around to the back of the dehumidifier, you'll see that we have a high axle assembly, and that's great for being able to pull that dehumidifier upstairs. Really no chance of it being caught on the staircases with having a high axle assembly. Solid state control panel. You have your power button, which basically turns the machine on and off. You have a defrost light. When the unit goes into defrost cycle, the light actually illuminates, and it's a great way to make sure your technicians are not taking readings when in defrost mode. The next button you'll see is the purge button. Simple way just to drain any water that may be in the pump out system. Also, upon completion and tearing down the job, you hit the purge button. It dispenses any remaining fluids, liquids that are in the pump before you tear the machine down. As we work our way up, you'll see that there's an hour button. And a unique feature to the R340 is this machine will log on this LCD when powered on the total hours that the machine has been in its life cycle. It also gives you the ability by depressing the button to actually set independent job hours. So if you go on to a job, you can cycle it back to 0 and it'll give you rolling hours of that job. It's a great feature, especially in the event if clients are turning off your equipment, to be able to see that there's a discrepancy in the hours from the time that you last left the job. It's very simple to retract and reset the handle. Simply on the back, you pull the handle, slide it down, and then just the same. Pull it out, lift it up. I'm going to move the dehumidifier. You'll see it's a very solid handle. Certainly if I need to roll this upstairs, there's no concern about flimsiness in the handle. So a great design that has been incorporated on the R340. So we're working our way back to the front or the intake of the dehumidifier. You'll see that the lid actually recesses back, and you do have the ability to add ducting on the intake of this dehumidifier. You'll see that there's little tabs. I like to say it's the north, south, east, west corner that allows you to take wire reinforced duct and then just literally thumb it under those tabs if you want to direct air specifically into the dehumidifier. You'll notice that the drain hose is seated and nestled neatly right under the lid assembly. So there's our drain hose. You'll also see that the power cord stores nice and neat under the lid assembly. You'll see that the drain hose itself actually connects right on the intake. The male connector is listed right here. I can take my drain hose, attach it to it, and then run my power cord and my drain hose outside of the dehumidifier, and it's nice and neat where the lid can be depressed. A nice benefit of this is by having the coupler internally, there's no chance of it being ripped off or kicked out. A lot of dehumidifiers may have the drain attachment on the outside where it hangs out, may be susceptible to being damaged when you roll it through a doorway. So another great feature. So the R340 draws 9.2 amps, and it has a pint capacity, an AHAM rating of 145 pints. You'll see on the back of the R340 as well, this dehumidifier has gone through stringent tests and actually carries the ETL certification. So you'll see also on the R340, it does have a pleated filter. Again, this is a 12 by 12 by 2 inch MERV 11 pre-filter for the R340. The weight of the R340 is 112 pounds, making it very easy to lift and maneuver.